I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now. Corral, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Third down, Corral.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. The Steelers at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Pickett sets up play action.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And it's now 14-0.
14, Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. It got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
On third down, Corral.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. That is caught by Anderson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Up and good for Santoso.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pickett to throw on first down.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Corral. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's Corral.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
To the air again. Here's Corral.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going.
It's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Harris is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Corral. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Oh, terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. In trouble, and he's taken down. Amari Barno able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his start.
Corral looking to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Corral.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Corral looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Up and good for Santoso. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw here.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust it.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now Pickett.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this one.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And now here's another interception.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Christian McCaffrey.
97 yards.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all